Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. Jason here, Signature Esports. It's a pleasure to have you live and in charge. Look, can't add a great action here, presented by Lunatic Designs. You go to Lunatic on board with us each and every week. We appreciate all of you being out there. Thank you very much to the new subscribers out there on the YouTube channel. Tanny, thank you very much. Haley, thank you very much. RB, thank you for the like out there on Facebook. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like on Facebook as well. We are live once again. We were here last night. We're going to be here tonight again. How about all them apples? It's going to be a blast tonight here at Texas Motor Speedway. Here for week 4 in the Chop Shop Xfinity Series presented by the Chopp'N podcast. It's hot out there. 104 degrees on the track temperature here tonight. 87 on the air temperature. 18% humidity. Partly cloudy skies with a 20-mile-an-hour wind. That's massive. That's a windy day. Might shake these cars up a 10 or 10. It's gonna shake. It's gonna shake it up. I mean, fight the wind as well as drivers around you. That's going to be awesome. 120 laps tonight here for the Xfinity Series. Stage laps going to be completion of lap 30. We'll have 4 sets of tires, no fast repair, 100% fuel here in the Rise to the Ranks Xfinity Series. Again, Chop Racing doing all the things, and they're doing it right. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Qualifying, finishing up with these drivers. Big shout out to Admin Box Premier Racing Setups for being on board with the Chop Racing crew. We appreciate that all so very much. Duff Farms LLC is going to be your Victory Lane sponsor tonight as we get ready to, look at the green flag and see how well it's going to work. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. If you haven't gotten out there and enjoyed those streams from any one of those platforms, well, we thank you very much for jumping in. We appreciate you very much. And of course, and always, we like to always thank everybody out there that takes care of us over here at Signature Esports, Muscular Enterprises, of course, Lunatic Designs, and then, of course, Chop Racing with our driver cams. And we love our driver cams so very much, and they are pretty well locked in. We can hold up to 30 driver cams now. I have that many set up. That would be the 49. Either way, that's Mr. Dudley's seat. I don't know who that is. Nobody's at their seats right now. Except for RB. There's RB Turner on his driver cam. He's ready to go. Sit back, relax before the start of this one. Colby Peterson out there as well, fellow dad gamer, ready to rock and put on a good show. There's Clint Hackett. We love the man. He is looking pretty. He's loosening up. Look at that. I mean, you kind of have to. You got to think about 120 laps on a hot track with a massive wind. That's going to be insane. Here's Churchy. Churchy's ready to go. He is all hooked up. Got the fan rolling in the back. He's got the Hoosier Tire Racing flag, and he is all set up to get rolling here. And last but not least, Jerry Culver. He is on top. Look at that Chop Shop trophy back here. I see that. I see it rolling. Absolutely awesome. Thank you, everybody, for being out there. Thank you for everybody knocking it down. Driver's going to load in. We're going to get ready to go green flag racing. Andrew Davis is your pole sitter here tonight at Texas Motor Speedway. Kevin Winker, your outside pole sitter. We'll see Tyler Lemon, Chris Roberge making up row number 2. Roberge out there qualifying, putting himself in. He's got himself locked into that Canadian car, ready to show what Saturday night racing is all about. John Hammond will be outside of Andrew Scroton-Bohr there, the 5155 side-by-side row number 3. Row 4 going to be Mike Daniels, Joe Hudson, RB Turner, Robert Dudley. Going to make up row number 5, Matt Allen, Zach Thompson at row number 6. Row 7 is going to be Mark Retchen, Tony Sanders. Mark Retchen leads in the points coming into today's race, still looking for that first win. But he's been very, very, very consistent through the first 3 races. So week 4 is could be one of those ones that we'll see if he can knock it out today. Robert Church, Mike Mueller going to make row number 8. Blake Dudley is going to be out there with Michael Butler, row number 9. Clint Hackett, Michael Bosford in row 10. Jerry Culver, Colby Peterson, row 11. Devin Acuna, Jeremy Daniel, row number 12. And that will be your starting grid. Jeremy Daniel was on the driver cams, but he might have decided against it. I'm not quite sure. Take some thanks. Folks, I want to make sure I mention it early. If you get a chance, hit !PC out there on Twitch and YouTube. You'll be able to get a link to help me fix this computer. We've been dialing things back and try to make sure that what we are doing is is going to be working for everything. So if you could help us out, I'd appreciate it. That link goes directly to one of our business pages, and we want to make sure that what we're doing is always improving. But it'll explain pretty much everything that's going on in that. Musk, thank you for the like, sir. It'll explain everything that's going on out there. And if you could help us out, we'd appreciate it. Of course, in all ways, we thank you very much. Go RB from Mr. Van Nest. All the things. Let's go from Church's Lady. Matt Allen, let's get it. Mike Mueller, let's have some fun tonight. We'd love to see it. And as always, I believe we're going to get rolling. Dang old Budgie Bird knocking it out. As always, these drivers are ready. I'm ready. You're ready. Let's do the thing. We're going. We're green. Lap 1 underway, 33-42 side by side. Kevin Winker trying to take over the lead early. Dropping to the bottom side of the racetrack, 33 in tow. As Kevin Winker will lead now. Andrew Davis did lead lap 1. Now has to save a little tire, get ready to roll. Mr. Manaroo, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. How are you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All legendary things that each and every one of you are able to do. I appreciate you all very much. Culver had to come to pit road. We'll take a look and see what happened here. Something happened right there. He had to stop. I'm not quite sure what happened. Oh, it was a big checkup right there in the start of this one. Oh man. Heavy nose damage. Kevin Winker out front, quarter second. Andrew Davis rolling. Thank you, Mr. Mandaroo. Thank you for being out there. We appreciate you. Here is the link for YouTube. I appreciate you. For Facebook. We don't get the chance to give a lot of that, but hey, all the great things. Let's roll. 5-5, bottom side. Andrew's going to go off one as well. Basically, everybody on the inside lane is back a spot. 33 rolling the bottom. Kevin Winker. The trick to this racetrack is being able to roll the bottom side for as long as possible and being able to drive out of the corner. That's what we saw last night in the Xfinity car. Same concept. Well, let's go for the Budgie Bird. How about Chris Roberge? Andrew Davis, his drivers on the fastest laps of the race last time by. This time by, settling in. 33, bottom side. 98. X shapes the corner. We'll see if he's going to roll all the way up and try to make the pass on the 33. Big run down to the back straightaway on the 98. Tyler Lemon in fourth. John Hammond in fifth. The racetrack, you can run full throttle. How about Michael Butler? Butler driving the 22, 24 on the outside lane. Zach Thompson, Red Clay on board. The 11, right behind RB Turner. RB maximizing the input, and he'll roll as best as he can. Good look. He's going to try to save some tire. These tires are barking, man. 0-2 up and out of the corner. Rolling low. Keeping it nice and easy. 02 to the 11 behind. RB making it interesting. That's for darn sure. Matt Allen, positive spot gain. Kevin Winker up 1. 33 down on the bottom side. Roberge top 3, keeping it close. 33 having to get out of the gas. It stays right on the back bumper of the 42. Again, stage completion. Going to be massive here on lap 30. According to the relative information I get. Roberge drops back half a second here. Tyler Lemon up and out of the corner. John Hammond outside looking in. There's Churchy. Churchy has the 49, or I'm sorry, the 89 in tow. It's Blake Dudley. Continuing to see, nobody's there. Who was that? I was going to go to Robert Dudley's car, but I wanted to see who was in the driver, the second driver cam. How about Robert Dudley? And 8th up 2. Nice and easy right now. 5-1 outside. Joe Hudson on the bottom side ahead. That car getting a little flick out of it. You see him working the wheel. That car is dangerous when it comes to just how much you have to manage. Zach Thompson. Pop had an off track on lap 9. We'll go back to the main screen here and show you what happened there for Zach Thompson. Right here. Went for a ride. I'm going to take a look and see how that happened. Into the corner. 24 up and out. 24 comes down, gets into the door of the 11. It's in for a ride. Gonna lose a ton of spots. You have to make sure he's rolling. So Pop having to make it happen. 6 spots lost here. But Kevin Winker, he and Andrew Davis lengthy race right now so far. Tyler Lemon throwing his name in the book. Says, let's go. Roberge back to 4th. Back to the inside of the 29. Andrew Davis pushing hard on the 42. Davis wants to get around Kevin Winker right now. Kevin Winker being tough to pass, but Tyler Lemon says, you know what? 14 laps in. Saved a little bit. Paid homage to that Kevin Harvick paint scheme. Looking nice and fresh. Davis into the corner. Bottom side of the racetrack. Tyler Lemon down there as well. Lemon will put it places that you don't necessarily think you can. It's the one thing we've noticed about Tyler Lemon. Is he's got to drive off. Right now, top 3 within a blanket. Andrew Scrodenborg off 3, working his way back forward, right behind the 49 of Robert Dudley. RB Turner off 1. But sees Matt Allen right there in his crest. Mike Daniels into 3, just ahead of Luigi's machine. Winker rolling out. Roll Tide for Mr. Van Nest. Love it. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you, everybody watching out there on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. We thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go, Lemon Up Dog out there. Let's go, 22 from Angel. Winker Nation from the Tower Operator. How you guys doing tonight? We appreciate you. If you haven't done so, reach up at that like button for me. It goes a long way to support what we do. Right now, top 3 rolling. Roberge holding on. John Hammond, a positive spot gained. RB Turner, Mike Daniels having a battle here. 0-2 up on the outside. Ooh, Daniels rolling. Budgie, 500 biddies coming our way. Bam! Thank you for the biddies, honey. I appreciate you. You're a legend.
Budgie Bird 5 sent 500 bits.
They're awesome. How about Michael Butler up 6th? Hard charger tonight. Diana, thank you for the like, dear. I love you. You're amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, everyone, for being out there. Texas in the SHOP Xfinity Series. Jeremy back in 20th right now up 4. He started taking over the field, trying to work his way in. Devin Acuna up 2. Colby Peterson right where he started, trying to get a little bit extra on that race car. Making it happen right now. Colby looking ahead. Keep it nice and easy, right? Look at the onboard gyro cam. Colby Peterson. Driving the number 8 Chevy Camaro here tonight. The Xfinity car, Chevrolet, working. What do you think about Dodge coming back to the NASCAR circuit in the Truck Series? I'm pretty happy about that. All maximum input. Check in with Jerry Culver here. Been a minute 35 getting the car worked on. Trying to hold on to it. 4 or 5 laps down right now. 4 laps down. Just trying to make sure that he's good to go. I hate to see that Jerry was ever involved in anything there. The big checkup on the inside, and that destroys his car. Clint Hackett coming down pit road. Might try to flip the stage here. To see how he has got going on some right side damage for the car. Tony Sanders having it off track right now as well. So Clint getting some things taken care of. They come back around. Check on Tony Sanders, who sits right back here. Here's what happened to make him have that off track. Oh, 2 drivers hit the wall. He was one of them. 23 of Bosworth was the other driver. But they're all good to go. Hammond having an off track. He's back to 9th. These cars are fighting right now. This is what happened with John. Same thing. Bam. Holding on to it. Amanda, thank you very much for subscribing to our YouTube channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo. There's a lot going on. John up and out of the corner. RB Turner up 1. Kevin Winker, Tyler Lemon. How about Andrew Davis? They're all close. Roberge backed up the corner. He is rolling his way back forward. Kevin Winker trying to get a stage win out of this one, but Tyler Lemon there trying to upset that. 23 of 120. Oh, no. Davis blinked. Thank you to all of our YouTube subscribers. Winker Nation out there, thank you very much. I appreciate you very much. Y'all keep killing it, right? Keep killing it. Keep doing the thing. Davis up and out. Tyler Lemon right there to the back bumper of the 42 again. Kevin Winker utilizing a drop in on the corner. Again, the low line exit massive. How about Roberge? Trying to work to the outside of the 33. Going to have a run here. Surprised he didn't try to take it to the inside. Maybe just didn't have a big enough run. Joe Hudson of the 94 up 3. Dudley up 4. Michael Butler doing a great job here. Simply home on board the 22. Mark Russian back to 13th. He and Mike Mueller having a good race so far. Everybody looking nice and stylish right now. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. Time to go to the stage. It'll be 4 this time by 27 being completed. Churchy coming to pit lane. Getting some tires and fuel. Maybe trying to divulge a couple of laps and all of this. He will go a lap down here. Getting that right side worked on as well. A little bit of damage on that number 5 racing machine. In the 5-1, have a good battle here with the 49. 5-1. Bottom side of the racetrack. Look at the corner. Trying to keep it. Dudley outside, trying to make Texas his own. 49 will have a run back to the outside. 5-1. A little free, but he's good. These two will drop into the corner. Battle on Kevin Winker, Tyler Lemon. Be 2 to go to the stage. This time by Hackett making the pass on Jerry Culver. Robert Church should be the first driver eligible for the Lucky Dog. Kevin Winker coming back around the bottom side of the racetrack. Going to be up to speed. Church, the middle part of the lane, a little bit of rear damage. Kevin Winker will drop in. 5 up and out of the corner. 29 with a run. 29 of the 42. White flag for the stage. Completion of lap 30. Roberge to third. Davis, your pole sitter. Off 3, sits in 4th right now. Kevin Winker. Well, Tyler Lemon. Oh, Winker down. Tyler Lemon will have to send the corner. Door-to-door, corner exit. Winker to try to level off. It'll be a race for the line. Kevin Winker will win stage 1. Tyler Lemon will be 2nd. Chris Roberge 3rd. Davis 4th. Joe Hudson 5th. Dudley, Scrodenboer, Turner, John Hammond, Matt Allen make up your top 10 for the stage. Kevin Winker got free off the corner. Here's what happened. He back up just a touch here. Kevin Winker down to the bottom. Got free. And I believe, we'll watch the 42 free right there. Goes way up the race line. But able to throttle up and carry in the corner. 29 of Tyler Lemon. Being genuine. 42. Down to the door to run it hard. And Tyler Lemon side drafts the 42 there. I think he pulls him back just a little bit, but those things do happen. Kevin Winker gets the stage win. They'll come to pit road, and we'll take a first of our hydrate breaks as we go. Well, we're not NASCAR nonstop, but I'm going to keep you live, and we'll see who does what here on pit road. Race car heads off. Kevin Winker, Tyler Lemon leading the front row on this one. We go back to green flag racing. As Churchy got the lucky dog there. He'll be going to make some things happen. Clint Hackett, Jerry Culver, tail of the field. Kevin Winker leads them. Andrew Davis back to third. Number one fan in the fan club. Thank you very much. Nick, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for the like. Thank you for the hydrate and stretch. Budgie, I appreciate you. Thank you, everybody being out there. Great first stage win for Winker and Lemon Battle. Gotta love it. Absolutely. Every one of these drivers have a chance if they can manage the tires. And they can manage the race line. They'll be just fine. Dudley and Scrodenboer into the corner. Working as hard as they can. 5-1 bottom side. Up and out. Going to be able to close in the distance. Roberge, Davis. Got to take the time. You got to have the tires. That's the way we look at it. Kevin Winker leading. Tyler Lemon backing up the corner. Save it a little bit here. That's the thing that I see. Kevin Winker builds up a lead. He might be tough to pass, but I tell you what, Tyler Lemon kept himself pretty honest throughout this stage. Mark Wretched coming around on the bottom side at a 3 and 4, 5 spots gain. Just ran his fastest lap of the race. Really not pushing all that hard. Just trying to be there. Matt Allen outside of RB Turner. Here comes John Hammond back up into the mix. Trying to get himself back inside the top 10. John Hammond, first driver to win of the series. He's side by side with the 0-2 as they work. We're going to keep us right here for just a moment. We're going to take a look at what the points are doing in the middle of your screen. Mark Retchen leads the point standings. Andrew Davis, Brad Dove, Michael Butler, Andrew Davis, your top three. Still looking for all of that. Mark Retchen, 3-stage wins in the season. So this is the first time somebody else other than Mark Retchen has won a stage. Brad Dove sits fourth in the point standings. Mike Daniels, Matt Allen, all with wins. And, of course, you don't see John Hammond on that one. He missed a couple of races. But he has got the other win in this series. Dudley right there on the cutoff with Mike Mueller. So that's going to be interesting to keep up with here through 4 weeks. The points changing ever so slightly. Roberge gets around Tyler Lemon. He's going to be right there on the back bumper of the 42. Roberge trying to work and trying to do what he can to keep it close. And now Roberge doing a great job here down the back straightaway. We'll look at the 42. Roberge shoots the gap to the inside. Bottom side of the racetrack, 42, trying to pinch down on corner exit. Chris Roberge, bottom side, will lead this lap. Just barely, but does. Will drop into the corner. 42 back to the outside, 98. And Chris Roberge being very, very, very competitive. And I like seeing him qualify. 42 back with a crossover. Going to get free. We'll see if he and Roberge can duke it out. Roberge, middle part of the lane, up on the outside lane. Drops down to the corner. Chris Roberge going places. Roberge solid on the lead. The nicest Canadian you'll ever meet takes over here on lap 42. Chris Roberge played for Team Canada and the Olympic trials. I believe he has a silver medal, a bronze medal. And the man is absolutely legendary. Featured on cover of ESPN magazine. And absolutely a great, great, great human being. And I hope Frank is doing well. I haven't seen Frank in a hot minute. He's probably going off to college right now. 98 corner out, 42 trying to stay in tow, quarter second right now. Andrew Davis holding on to third. Again, keep your eye on Tyler Lemon. He drops back to sixth. Robert Dudley to the inside of the 5-1 to look and cross over See the runner on the back straightaway. These two have had a battle for themselves. Andrew Davis saving tires here. I know. It's crazy. Great little battle. Eyes on the prize. Devin Acuna up 5 is in 18th right now. It's Jeremy Daniel just behind him. He's also 5. Biggest mover of the race right now, Michael Butler. Trying to find the race line. 5-5 looking at the inside of Mark Retchen. Back straightaway busy. Colby Peterson up a couple of spots here. Looking at the inside of Mr. Bosworth. Oh, Boz in that Toyota. A good look so far. 4/10 of a second difference here. 46 of 120. 16 laps after the stage. And who'd have thunk it, right? Who'd have thunk it? Thank you very much to everybody being out there and knocking it down. Roberts to Kevin Winker. Davis. Dudley in tow. 5-1 back to the inside of the 49. Davis rolling a little bit higher on that race line. Tyler Lemon will be right back there in the mix. Going to keep himself clean. Matt Allen up 4. Where's Laskowski? He's usually in this race, isn't he? But Mike Daniels, he says, I'm going to rip the wall. Doing just that. John Hammond going to work his way back forward. One of the things I like to see about racing is that every bit of this racing is all about keeping it calm, keeping it cool. Tyler Lemon giving a lot of room. Second lane down to the back straightaway. These cars look tiny right now. Clint Hackett having an off track. His car. And he and Church having some contact there. I'm not sure. 5. Down into the 28 to clear that black flag. He was sent down there. Robert's your race leader, half second the gap. Kevin Winker in second. Andrew Davis in third. Dudley trying to close in. 29 says it's go time. Can he close back down the gap? Right now, the gap between Tyler Lemon and company, 2.7 seconds. And Lemon back into the bottom, right to the back bumper of the 49. Roberge, his last couple of laps, very solid so far. Right now, half second and some change. Dropping into the corner, lowering the car out. One thing we saw at Texas last night in the Cup car is that these cars were very aero dependent on the racing surface. So became very single file after a little while, became tough to pass. But the Xfinity car has a little more of an advantage because they have horsepower to drive off when it comes to the way these things roll. 98 doing a great job. Kevin Winker travels lower. That's what I was talking about, the corner exit. If you can keep that car low. Right now, the 98 traveling the bottom side of the racetrack. It's a little free right there, and this is where Kevin Winker can pounce. You got to maximize your corner entry. That's exactly what we're seeing. Tyler Lemon working on the bottom side. Zach Thompson with an off track here. Something happened to Zach. We'll take a look. Not quite sure what happened. It's that grass that we see time and time again. When you get to corner exit here. Oh. Held on to it twice. Only lost a couple of spots, but he's good to go. Thank you. Thank you for checking out Musk. Go check him out. We love him. We appreciate him. And the Muscarella Enterprise fam. They take care of me over here. I encourage you to take care of them. You can help us by being number one in all of our hearts. How about it? Roberge straighten the car out. He's got himself a little bit of an extra gap here. We'll see. Davis battling with the 49. Dudley on the bottom side. But make sure that we keep our eyes on what we've got going on here, folks. We got this race tonight. Then, of course, and always, tomorrow morning, we have ourselves a fantastic Atlanta Motor Speedway. We're going to run a little free. 33. It's going to get right back here to the back bumper. 29 looking. Trying to find a hole. It's going to have the run on the inside. Tyler Lemon will try to make the pass here. 49 dropping down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Roberge, 3/4 of a second lead now as Kevin Winker travels here. Again, stage win for him. Pretty massive, but Roberge, if he can keep the clean air and maximize his pit stop, is going to be absolutely huge. Folks, I encourage you to get out there and try to find our merch link. Get yourself an F Cancer t-shirt. To those who don't know, I am going through a wonderful battle right now. I call it wonderful because I've got the most positive outlook ever. I've got a basal cell sarcoma on the left side of my face. We're going to have it removed January 6, 2026, day after a little one's birthday. But we're going through treatments and all kinds of stuff right now, and the best way to help support me in that cause is to get out there and get yourself one of my t-shirts if you don't mind. All of the proceeds there go directly to help, take care of me, and you can wear that for any cause, no matter what you support. So if you don't mind, and check that out. Exclamation Point merch will be able to take you there. And then, of course, and always help us out with the PC scandal. Because my PC, I say scandal, it is a scandal. You buy something so expensive and you expect it to work forever. And, this computer was built really not that long ago. So I hate it to even have to ask, but I'd appreciate it if you could. If you can't, then, all the things. So, but also, get out there, get that merch, show up, show out, get yourself a t-shirt. And I don't know why the merch link doesn't go over to YouTube, but we're going to make sure that it does. And we'll make sure we put it out there on the dang old. All right, everybody holding on. Roberge, fine and dandy. Jerry Culver looking for that next opportunity. It's been a clean race so far. Clint Hackett coming off pit road. Going to be looking to travel around. Roberge, 3/4 of a second. Backing off the corner. Doing what he can. Kevin Winker in tow. Tyler Lemon trying to close in that 2.8 second gap. Run to the bottom side of the racetrack. Davis. Rodenboer, Dudley doing a pretty phenomenal job right now. We'll see how this one will fare out for all these drivers. We'll be halfway this time by an 0.8 of a second difference. Roberge seems to be managing the gap. Right now, the fall off about 1.5 seconds. Roberge's fastest lap is 30.81. There's your best time for the drivers out there. I'm looking to see if there's anybody that was faster than that. I believe that is the fastest lap of the race. So Roberge has that one. Nope, sorry. Andrew Davis, 30.80. That would be the fastest lap of the race. So Davis has that one locked in. And then there's the last time for the drivers. 32.29 for Roberge. Winker, 32.53. Tyler Lemon, 32.09. So Lemon, the fastest driver on the racetrack right now. Joe Hudson, same concept. 32.22. He's right there with all of that. Tyler Lemon did a great job Now 2.3, closes in a tenth per lap right now, and Roberge just keeping himself nice and calm. This last lap, a tenth better than the driver behind him. Lemon 32.13, still the fastest driver on the racetrack, closing in. He saved tire early. Dudley and Clint Hackett, a little bit of lap traffic there on the bottom side. Clint's going to be on fresh tires, so he's going to be able to make that work. His last lap, 32.02. So he's just trying to travel. 49 a little free right there. 33 having to save it as well. Davis to the inside. John Hammond, RB Turner. A little battle happening here for RB. Sits in ninth. John Hammond trying to work his way back to sixth where he started. A little bit of stutter in there. I do apologize about that. Not quite sure what that was about. Thank you, everybody, for being out there, being awesome. Magnificent race tonight. So far, so good. Mark Retched in 16th. Blake Dudley in the 89 up 2. He's Mike Mueller up 3. Butler again up 7. Keeping himself nice and calm. On the battle here for 4th and 5th. Pretty intense right now. Wall tap back there for Matt Allen. He seems to be fine. A great look so far. Kevin Winker still trying to close in 9/10 of a second. Clint Hackett has just gotten around. Clint Hackett's going to be able to utilize the... take that back. Kevin Winker able to utilize a little bit of that draft. That dirty air makes a big difference. Clint Hackett coming up on the race leader. We'll have to approach this and try to make that pass on the outside. Scrodenborg getting around his teammate Davis. Top 5 night so far for the 5-1. Started 5th. That's where he's at right now. Roberge lets Clint go and is going to be fine, but don't look now. Tyler Lemons closed the gap to Kevin Winker. It's a little about 3/10 of a second difference here. 67 of 120. Roberge, the dirty air ahead of him, not helping his cause. It's going to drive those drivers to him. And right now having a battle right back. 68 of 120. Oh, the look. Tyler Lemon closing back in on the 42. Within a second as it be. Still 2/10 of a second faster. This last time by, Chris Roberge ran a 32.84. Now steps it back up 32.60. Matching lap times. Kevin Winker. Kevin Winker now has the 29 there. A chance for Roberge on throttle out here to be able to focus and work his way back forward. Kevin Winker, Tyler Lemon side by side. Down the back straightaway into turn 3. P2. Now close at hand. Tyler Lemon takes over second. Now sets his sights forward. As Kevin Winker lets the pass happen. Kevin Winker 33.10 his last time by. Tyler Lemon 2/10 of a second slower than Chris Roberge. Roberge having a good drive. Andrew Scrodenborg in 5th, trying to track down Dudley. 32.53 his last lap. Joe Hudson a little faster than the drivers ahead of him as well. 32.45. Roberge seemingly seeing what this track is going to be able to hold on to. 98 doing a great job. Tyler Lemon doing a great job. Kevin Winker maximizing everything he's got. Don Hammond, first taker for tires and fuel. With 50 laps to go, that'll be your marker. Who's going to pull him down early? That's going to be the question. Roberge will go as long as he needs to. Tyler Lemon, corner out on 4 is a good corner. Roberge just has to keep his time. 2/10 of a second difference there on lap times. As Tyler Lemon able to drive the bottom of the corner very well here. Roberge has led a ton of these laps so far since the stage break on lap 30. He took over the lead on lap 35. And now has 37 laps led. Half second the gap, Roberge to Tyler Lemon. Tyler Lemon eager to pounce here. This Roberge. Bottom side, battle for the lead. Mike Mueller, Dudley, Blake Dudley in the 89, Tony Sanders, all within a pack. There is Michael Butler there as well, still up 8. All right, now Chris Roberge drops into the corner. 29 just travels the bottom side of the race line just a little bit better. But Roberge, he got something, always has something that he can do here. We're 46 laps to go. Next time by 47 this time. Roberge turns the bottom of the corner. Tyler Lemon saved tires early, and now they're rolling. Two-tenth of a second difference here. Chris Roberge will have 45 laps to go. Tyler Lemon closing in the distance here. Roberge on the corner exit. Sees Tyler Lemon looking to the inside. Chris Roberge can travel. He's given the lane to the 29 here. The Roberge throttle out, clears, a little free. This is where defensive positioning is going to matter. Kevin Winker will look ahead and see what these drivers are doing. Watch Tyler's corner exit here. Drive off for the 98. He's going to push up. Tyler Lemon cycles inside. And Roberge will just have to look on as Tyler Lemon makes that pass. 98. Going to come to pit road. Roberge says he got passed for the lead, says, I'm going to go. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Tyler Lemon, Kevin Winker, Robert Dudley. That's going to be your top 3 right now. Xander Davis battles back. Joe Hudson. He's RB, Turner RB. Good on the long haul on everything he does. 94 up to 5th. Our Charger still Mr. Butler up 8. John Hammond, first driver off the lead lap. About a cycle here. Will be right there with a 22. We'll look to the inside. Oh, 22 in the 5-5 connect. 5-5 on a different strategy than everybody else. This Roberge leaving pit road. Will leave ahead. Just behind John Hammond. Roberge on the newest tires. Tyler Lemon trying to stretch his hand here. 1.6 second the gap between he and Kevin Winker. Kevin backed up the tires, making it work. 3 of Mike Daniels coming off pit road right now. Colby Peterson, he came in on lap 74 as well. John Hammond, his lap times 31.73. He's going to be able to unlap himself pretty quickly. 29 looking at pit road. Kevin Winker is going to go around. He's going to get another lap out of this one. Robert Dudley takes over second. Andrew Davis taking over third. Joe Hudson just behind. But Tyler Lemon knows where his race is at. Roberge coming around. 1.5 the gap between he and John Hammond. Zach Thompson on pit road as well. Kevin Winker, no doubt he's low here. Good corner exit. He has Dudley. 3 to the outside of Dudley. New tires soaking up the field right now. Going to make this interesting to see. Joe Hudson, Tyler Lemon will have to try to track down Chris Roberge, who had an excellent pit stop there. And with 40 laps to go, Roberge, very bottom side, passing fifth. Tyler Lemon, 3.8 back. A little bit of lap traffic's going to get up to speed here. Oh, a little free. Going to have to travel. Kevin Winker going to have the oldest tires here. 3 to the bottom side. Going to be able to drive around 42. Going to see about half the field still needing to come to pit road. John Hammond first of the drivers. Want to get around the 49 of Robert Dudley, who sits in second. Just fresher tires. Going to be eating here. 5.5. Trying to get there. He will. Here comes Chris Roberge behind. Tyler Lemon, 3.9 seconds the gap. 37 laps to go this time by for Kevin Winker. Roberge trying to play it smart. John Hammond just ahead of him. A battle for position, but 6 laps difference on tires. Roberge's last lap, 31.79. Andrew Davis to pit road, locks it up. Hopefully he didn't get a penalty there. Kevin Winker still staying out. Robert Dudley closing in. Winker sees Hammond. And then Chris Roberge on the bottom side of the racetrack. Roberge gets his lap back. And right now, Kevin Winker trying to hold on for as long as he can. 35 laps to go. Jordan Moore coming to pit road. He's going to pit from 9th. Jeremy Daniel coming around. He's going to come to pit road as well, pitting from 10th. John Hammond as Roberge. So these drivers back on the lead lap. And the race is on. Kevin Winker might be, I don't know if he's hoping for a caution, but he's doing all he can. Right now, his gap is closed down. A 1 1/4, Dudley closing in. RB Turner closing in. They're going to run this thing as hard as they can. Be able to try to run 20 qualifying laps. Winker to pit road. Dudley to lead a lap. Kevin Winker getting down to pit road speed. Dudley, your race leader. RB Turner in second. Matt Allen's going to be in third. Tony Sanders, Michael Butler, Mark Retchett still yet to come to pit road. Roberge, first taker on tires. Clearing John Hammond. E to Tyler Lemon, 5.3 seconds the gap. Tyler Lemon has the 20. That's Jeremy Daniel, who came out on 84. So those tires, same concept. Kevin Winker coming off pit road. Mueller coming around. Davis coming around on turn 1. Kevin Winker will have some traffic to contend with. Everybody doing all they can. RB Turner, your race leader. Running this man for a lap lead. Matt Allen's going to stay out. He's going to get that one as well. Dudley on pit road. Going to be leaving pit road as we speak. So Matt Allen will put Dudley a lap down. Kevin Winker's a lap down as well. Matt Allen giving up the race pace. It'll be 32 laps to go. Tony Sanders in that 38. Mark Retchett in the 24. Rocking a hard spot right now. He's a 5 just behind Outside will be Jerry Culver. Jerry Culver still out there. I mean, every position's a point when you need them. Matt Allen leading in this spot. Sees Mueller. Sees Davis. Davis will have to go to the outside on Matt Allen here. Matt Allen, 1.1 to Tony Sanders. Mark Retchen there as well. Bosworth off track. Takes a ride in the grass. He's fine. That turn 4 wall right there on the front straightaway that's been doing it to everybody. Matt Allen continuing to roll. Chris Roberge cycling out, closing in, 11.4. Matt Allen to pit road. Tony Sanders leads this time. Again, lasted on 32. Tony Sanders will need to come to pit road, but I tell you what, he's going to have a lap led. That's an extra point. Those things do matter. Chris Roberge making it work. Tony Sanders to pit road. Mark Retchen lap led. We'll have RB Turner just behind, looking for the bottom side here. Oh, baby. 24 getting buffaloed right now. 23 into the 24. Oh, caution's going to come out. Well, that'll shake everything up. Bosworth on the outside had Mark Retchen there. 24 comes up. 23. Oh, no. That changes everything. But Mark Retchen going to be your race leader. We'll have sort of the newest tires on the field as they'll come to pit road. Tony Sanders coming around. Will be the last driver on the lead lap. Colby Peterson will be your lucky dog. Mark Retchen, your race leader, will come to pit road. 5 will have a free pass. The 22 Butler will have a free pass. How about Chris Roberge? He is right there. John Hammond, Tyler Lemon. I'm coming to pit road if I'm any one of these drivers. Mark Retchen, even Chris Roberge. Kevin Winker just came to pit road, so he'll probably stay out. Dudley just came to pit road. He'll probably stay out. RB Turner, same concept. Tony Sanders, freshest tires in the field. Give it on lap 92. Kevin Winker, your race leader, and this race got interesting. Second caution of the race. The first for incident here. Kevin Winker, Robert Dudley, RB Turner, Tony Sanders, Chris Roberts. We're back to it. We're going. We're green. "24 laps to go. Admin box on board." We'll see what 8-lap fresher tires are going to do. Tyler Lemon looking at the inside on Roberge. RB Turner to the bottom side. Roberge with the drive off. Going to be right there on the back bumper of the O2. Looks to the inside. Will have the inside. 98. The corner exit goes to third. Kevin Winker, Robert Dudley, Tyler Lemon, John Hammond. Hammond into the corner. Roberge to the corner exit. Wall tap for the 49 ahead. Fastest lap of the race, Robert Dudley. Now Chris Roberge, 30:59. We'll see the corner exit. Oh, into the wall a little bit. Got to hold on to it. Roberge's car looks fine. Top 5, a blanket, 22 to go. Kevin Winker having a drive his heart out right now. 98. Bottom side. Gonna have the corner. To the 49. 49 free. Almost. Oh, holds on to it. Kevin Winker to block. The run on Roberge. Trying to dump dirty air. Roberge to the drive. 8-lap fresher tires. Will be there to the inside of the 42. The nicest Canadian rolling back on the inside. Kevin Winker. Outside lane up near the wall. Tyler Lemon dropping into the corner, having a run his heart out. John Hammond to the bottom side. Robert Dudley back to fifth. Joe Hudson to the 94. We'll see. We'll look ahead and he'll see it. How about Mark Wretched? 18 drivers on the lead lap. Jeremy Daniel, one of those drivers. Matt Allen, the 46. Got a little fresher tire as well. 5 just behind. A good running racetrack so far. Tyler Lemon. Driver on the bottom side. Roberge. Holding on. John Hammond still in tow. Corner exit. Rolling. Nice drive for all these drivers. Been a thrill in a race so far. John Hammond trying to close the distance on Tyler Lemon. Has the tow. 4/10 of a second difference here for Chris Roberge. Tyler Lemon having to back up the corner. Roberge figuring something out here. Half second now the gap. Andrew Davis back at 11th here. He keeping a 94 himself. Dudley dropping back. Kevin Winker dropping back outside the inside the top 5. We'll see Mark Wretched up 7. Blake Dudley there as well. We'll see the counter Dudley. Robert Dudley right there with him. 33 looking at the inside. Tony Sanders giving a 92. Jerry Culver having an issue. He is on the back straightaway. He's not resetting. He's going to, I was going to say that's going to bring out a caution, but did not happen. Jerry Culver right here. Oh, the 20 up into him. And then door to door. Oh, no. Chris Roberge, 6/10 of a second difference here. 15 laps to go. John Hammond trying to close in. Joe Hudson there as well. Mark Retchin inside the top 5. Blake Dudley in the 89 getting around. Kevin Winker, Andrew Davis there. Started on pole. Down to block the 49 is. On the 38. The 33 gets around. He's going to get around Kevin Winker here. Chris Roberge, 6/10 of a second difference here. Rolling. Very bottom side. Corner exit. Great drive for the 98. Tyler Lemon holding on. John Hammond has Joe Hudson now in his tracks. 5-5. Throttle in. 94. Look at the run the 94 gets here. Going to be up into the corner. Green 4. Massive for the 94 right now. Roberge runs a little higher that time. Not going to be able to pull away from Tyler Lemon. 13 laps to go. Tyler, that low line is so important on this racetrack. And Roberge on the corner exit here. Probably starting to feel those tires aching, growing at him. Roberge has to get low. To the corner he goes. 98. You can just see the throttle difference and the pace difference here. Most laps led for the 98. '29 in tow. Up into the corner, into the wall. Roberge trying to dump that dirty air. Joe Hudson rolling. Robert Dudley having an off track himself. Going to get sideways. He's able to save it. Like so many others. Tyler Lemon. A little free there. Roberge has to just run his laps. 29 up near the wall again. Roberge, quarter second now. 10 laps to go. All the way to the bottom. Roberge to throttle up. Corner exit. Roberge a little free there. Keeps Tyler Lemon close. This Roberge to the bottom of the corner. Egg shapes the corner. Does great on corner exit. 29 in his wake, though. Here comes Joe Hudson. Joe Hudson throwing his name into the mix here at Texas. Thrilling race so far. Everybody holding on. John Hammond in 4th. Mark Retchin in 5th. Blake Dudley to the outside of Mark Retchin. Kevin Winker back to 10th. RB Turner. 2-lap difference on tires between he and Kevin Winker. They all stayed out. This thing had a late race caution. You were going to see it there. Quarter second to Chris Roberge. Roberge continuing to leave that bottom lane open for Tyler Lemon to be able to have clean air and drive off into the corner. Green 4, the better line for Chris Roberge. He throttles up. Relative margin, hardly a change. Roberge sets up the corner, drops into the bottom side. Heavy brakes. And Tyler Lemon trying to close the distance. 7 laps to go. Roberge high in, low out, dumping the air on the nose of the 29. But Tyler Lemon is going to close right here, corner. Tyler Lemon had to drive off on turn 4. He'll take over the lead. Roberge back on the outside. And Tyler Lemon on the exchange, taking over the lead. Will be able to clear Chris Roberge. by a tenth. The race isn't over just yet. Roberge back on the outside, looking to cross over the 29. Corner and 5 laps to go to the battle for the lead. Joe Hudson, half second back. John Hammond, 2.2. Mark Retchen, a second back from there. He's cleared Blake Dudley. Blake Dudley behind. Scrutenboer inside the top 10. Tony Sanders, Kevin Winker, RB Turner. RB trying to travel the bottom. Andrew Davis, your pole sitter, trying to get inside the top 10. Mike Mueller there as well. Tyler Lemon. Roberge, tires below that white line. That's going to make him tight. Has to get out of the gas and continue to roll. Joe Hudson still in third. Chris Roberge, a phenomenal night. 4 to go to be 3 this time by his lap time. Just a quarter second difference. Just had to run as hard as he could. RB Turner, Kevin Winker. RB trying to get to the back bumper. Trying to find a way to clear the 42. Will drop into the inside. 02. Throttling out. Will be door to door. 42 still trying to hold on to this spot. Andrew Davis. There's an 8-lap pressure tires trying to catch these two. 3 laps to go. 3/4 of a second now for Chris Roberge. As Tyler Lemon saves for the long haul. Joe Hudson having a great run right now, but Roberge still running great lap times. John Hammond in 4th. Trying to maximize. Blake Dudley getting around. Is going to be there with a 24. Andrew Scrutenboer closing in as well. 2 to go. Tony Sanders holding on to an 8th place right now. RB Turner still side by side with a 42. Trying to clear him. RB will do so. He'll clear on corner exit. Well, Kevin Winker back to 10th. Will try to drop into the corner again. RB Turner will do it. Tyler Lemon, white flag waves, final lap. Joe Hudson ran as hard as he could. He is dropping back as well. But Chris Roberge did a great job himself. Final corner for Tyler Lemon. And a 1 caution race. Tyler Lemon to Chris Roberge. Out of the corner. Tyler Lemon gets the win. Roberge will finish 2nd. Joe Hudson 3rd. Race to the line for Scrutenboer. And Retchen. Scrutenboer will finish 6th. And a great drive by all those drivers. Saw that happening. Tyler Lemon with a victory here tonight. Dudley stays on the lead lap. Jimmy Daniel in on 84. That was a tire strat for him, just trying to be there. Zach Thompson will finish 16th, but Tyler Lemon making it work. Joe Hudson finishes in 3rd. About your top 5. Doing a pretty phenomenal job. Kevin Winker will finish 10th, able to hold on to it. Davis was trying to catch him there toward the end. Was unable to do so. As we'll see him burn it down here on the front straightaway at Texas. A great race tonight, and it's been an absolute privilege. Some of the best racing happening on Saturday night right here in the Chopp'N Podcast Xfinity Series with Chop Shop Racing. Everything matters with it, folks. I promise you. Oh, man. Massive understatement. All right, your race results presented by Duff Farms LLC. It's your qualifying results. How about your race results? Hey, there they are. Tyler Lemon, Chris Roberge, Joe Hudson's going to be your top 3 tonight. Roberge, most laps led, fastest lap of the race, and got some good bonus points tonight, and had a good, strong stage presence there as well. John Hammond, Blake Dudley will be your top 5. Scrutenboer, Mark Retchen, Tony Sanders, RB Turner, Kevin Winker, your top 10. Andrew Davis, Mike Mueller, Matt Allen, Michael Butler, Colby Peterson, your top 15. Zach Thompson, Jeremy Daniel, Robert Dudley, Mike Daniels. Dudley, last driver lead lap. Mike Daniels, first driver, a lap down. Devin Akuno finished in 20th. And then the rest of it for you, Clint Hackett, Robert Church, Jerry Culver, Michael Bosbert, the tail end of the field there. Massive, massive race tonight, and a huge, I mean, what a race. It was a good race. It turns out that Tyler Lemon can win at Texas. Congratulations on the victory here, Tyler. This one was good. Good long run car. We were noticing that. I was a little worried about the tires, especially when we went back to green. You're going to have to run a little bit harder because I knew that Roberge, he was going to try to get there and try to push as hard as he can. But still, the long run came to you, able to get there with 7 laps to go. Walk me through the race. Congratulations on the victory.
At the end of the season, so I, didn't know what this season was going to look like, but we got it done today.
Can you say that one more time? The audio channel wasn't picking up on OBS because I had an NVIDIA update and it got changed apparently. So one more time. Sorry.
No, that's all right. Can you hear me? You hear me now?
I can. I can really screw some things up. So go for it.
No, you're good, man. Oh yeah, it was the blast. Track temp was high, so I knew I was probably got to save some tires. So qualified pretty decent. I knew I had plenty left in the car. I could push harder, but when that track temp's up, I know I just got to save and just let those boys get away, and you just got to stay calm and stay patient and wait for them to start to roll back to you. And it's a fun feeling when that happens. So it was a good time. Had a pretty close finish there at the stage with Kevin. I love racing with that guy. Him and I talk, through the week and about the races and stuff like that. And it's just, he's one guy. I'll tell you what, if he cuts my nose off or gets me loose, I just sit here and laugh because it's just a good time with him.
One of those situations that this track it was windy, 20-mile-an-hour winds. I have to ask if you felt anything out there because it didn't show me the direction for whatever reason. Normally it shows me the direction the wind is coming. And if it's a straightaway, it slows your corner entry. But if it's coming across the racetrack, it'll push you away.
I felt, in the first stage, I had trouble getting down to the white line to, help save the right front. I don't know if that had anything to do with it. I did change how I was driving a little bit, tried to use the right rear more to help the car rotate in the rest of the race, and that seemed to work. So I'm not sure if it was just me, the way I was driving, or if it really was the wind.
Either way, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with we always got to ask the hard questions, whether or not the race can be dictated by actual elements. I mean, we've seen the rain come to iRacing. We've seen track temperature be a factor. But with a gusty wind at a Texas racetrack, kind of for me, it would make things loud. That's it. On my end, it would just be loud.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to run a test and see, turn the wind way up and then turn it down and see how different the car would feel. Who knows with iRacing, all this crazy stuff they do, and maybe one day, if it doesn't affect it now, I'm sure it will eventually.
Well, we do know that big changes are getting ready to happen with the release of NASCAR 25 and kind of the way things that have just kind of culminated over the last couple of years. This simulator is getting far too realistic. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but I mean, might as well be it might as well be as realistic as we can get without having to spend millions of dollars, right?
Yeah, I mean, I go to local short tracks around me. I have quite a few. That's actually why I missed last weekend. And you sat there and it's like, man, that'd be so much fun to do, but it's like it's so expensive, and yeah, it's expensive to get into iRacing, but once you buy your stuff and get your tracks in your car and stuff like that, then it's kind of smooth sailing from there. Yeah, you got a monthly membership, but this is definitely pretty awesome, and because I know I'm not rich enough to do real life racing.
That's why we all need sponsors. And you know what? Some of the best out there in NASCAR right now. Well, I mean, let's face it. There's a few of them that use the simulator, and more importantly, there's a few of them that got their start in NASCAR because of the simulator. So I think that's a true tell to all the things that could be that are considered racing out there.
Yeah, I agree. It's awesome. Like William Byron, what he did. That's how he got his start, and it's fun to let a real racer come and run this thing, and they get their input about it, and of course they're not running Xfinity cars, they're running street stocks or stuff like that, but I'm saying it's probably pretty dang close, to real life.
I know that the Cup car has been. We watched. We did the America 300 last night here at Texas as well, and the Cup car drove more specifically as accurate to iRacing and to NASCAR from what the drivers compared it to. I mean, I was talking to the trailer park dude, and he said this was the closest thing to what you would see on television that you would get when it comes to how the car handled.
Yeah, I really like the update that they did in the next gen. I know the first couple times I took it out and just in like practice sessions that I set up, I was horrible. But I've run a couple league races with a different league, kind of getting ready for Friday nights with Chop Shop, and I like it a lot. It seems to turn a little bit better. Tires go away quicker. And that's my game, save some tires, stuff like that. But it can also snap loose on you real quick, and you're not stuck to the track. That's how I felt like you were before.
Well, we'll see what else they do going forward, because what I want is the graphics package update. That's what I want. I want as realistic as it looks and as realistic as it feels. There's more coming. So, but to be able to get out there and drive and see how things shake up, it's pretty awesome to watch. Tyler, you got a victory here, week 4. You make the 4th different winner in as many weeks starting the series, and Saturday nights just got a lot more fun.
Yeah, I know I think there's close to 40 people now that signed up. Maybe maybe I'm off there, but I know it's a lot, and everyone's just going to keep getting better as the season goes on, and it's going to be interesting next week having to start at the back of the field and drive my way up. You always have your contenders like from last year, but a lot of these new guys are fast, they're good. So it's definitely looking forward to the rest of this season. Just thanks to everyone tonight for racing clean, and one caution that's crazy. Track was pretty hot, so just good job to everybody.
It was amazing. And I know the admins will say it. Saturday night produces some of the best racing, and everybody's level. And that's and that kind of there's no real, I call it ringer. Any given week there could be a new winner, and clearly that showed up to be the same way. It's awesome to watch. Tyler, give the rest of your shout outs, man. K-Dub says, congrats on the win. It was fun with you.
Yeah, thanks, Kevin. Just want to thank everybody at Chop Shop for putting this on. I know this is kind of like a beginner league and stuff like that, but man, everyone's fast, and this is a lot of fun. So I want to thank them, Lunatic Designs, Dub Farm LLC, you guys over there at Signature Esports. I hope you get to feeling better, man. And I love watching the broadcasts. It's what I'll do every Sunday morning, and again, just thanks to everybody for racing tonight. Thanks to my buddy Skyler. He wasn't with us tonight, but he gave me the paint job on the car for this season. So it was a good night.
Was Kevin Harvick would be proud.
Yeah, that's why I picked 29. I might change it up throughout the season. We'll see, but it's a pretty sharp paint, so we'll see what happens.
If it sticks, you get a win. It's superstition, right? I have superstition on. There's I got to win at Pocono last week, and I won't change my paint scheme. Actually contacted the guys that own the Only Dad's trademark, just so that way I can make sure that I can keep it running.
Well, I hear you, man. I'm definitely superstitious. I actually had AMR Paintworks update the number on my paint scheme from last season. Yeah. And the only reason I didn't run it tonight was because he didn't send me the clear to run it yet and okay it. So I had to keep the Goodwrench paint scheme. But yeah, we'll see now if I'm going to change it, because that's what I was thinking. I was like, man, I need to throw it back to last year to see if I can get some good mojo. But we definitely had some rolling tonight.
Great work. Congratulations, Tyler. We'll see you next week. Actually, we won't. Wait, yeah, you guys are racing 4th of July weekend. You guys are racing. Holy cow. All right. We'll see you next Saturday.
Yeah, man. Have a good weekend. God bless.
You too. Tyler Lemon coming home. In Victory Lane, the Duff Farms LLC Victory Lane. P2 tonight is going to be Chris Roberge, the nicest Canadian you're ever going to meet. And he's going to be the man behind the scenes that just gets so much done. Most laps led. On top of having the most laps led, had the fastest lap of the race, and you had to try to outrun it. How about, I take that back. Tyler Lemon had the fastest lap of the race. At one point, you had the fastest lap of the race. Actually, Tyler Lemon and John Hammond on lap 99 ran the exact, let me throw this back to this real quick, had the same exact lap time. So they both have the fastest lap of the race. That's the first time in iRacing I've seen a race where two people share the same exact lap time for the fastest lap of the race at 30.545, and they ran it on the same exact lap. That's pretty fantastic. But Chris, what a race you had tonight. And man, oh man, it just kind of fell away from you, but a clean race as well. You qualified, my friend. You came to pit road when you needed to. You ran a dang near flawless race. Congratulations on a P2 tonight. I know you were looking for that win, but brother, you had a huge, huge race. 50 laps led. Walk me through it. This was awesome.
Yeah, well, practice was very, very slick. It was like 117. And it was slick on practicing. So trying to do throttle control and everything, trying to take it easy on the tires because they will burn up your tires so fast. The cars are really fast here. The Chevy's pretty good here. Just a lot of throttle control in the corners. Don't want to go overdrive it, or you're kind of looping around turn 2 there, or sometimes turn 4. That will come up pretty fast on you.
I saw it. I saw that happen, and that was probably what limited that later run. And I take that back. Kevin actually had the most laps led, 51 over your 50, but still, you had such a great race going. When it comes to a track like this, first and foremost, what made you qualify? Because normally you don't.
No, I do not qualify at all, but I just need to get some practice in and then qualifying just to see how well I'm getting in between, and trying to get good stage points too. Because sometimes if you're in the back, you might get caught up in some mayhem there. But I see everybody did really very well on one caution so far. I was kind of happy about it. It's at the stage.
I know that's what's crazy. And John and Stryker said it right, that some of the best racing happens on Saturday night. Is it the car? Is it the drivers? What do you think? What do you think it is that makes this racing on Saturday so clean and so much fun?
It's the drivers, tell you the truth, because drivers, if we don't have drivers, we don't race, and they're all good, clean drivers so far that I've ever been in with them and or race control with them. So, but yeah, they're all good, all clean drivers. That's what we like about And more fun that way too. Really respectful people too. So it's really nice. That's what counts.
You know, you're too kind. You're supposed to say, I'm the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. And that didn't happen.
That's what the Bret Hart says.
That's
And
right.
he's from Canada
And another
too. And
Canadian.
he's from Canada.
Yeah. I know. I know. So way back in the day, my dad was really into what was it, the I don't know, the one with Vince McMahon.
WWF.
Yeah, that's what it was back
It
in
would
the
start
day.
off first. Yeah, really olden days it was WWF.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan and all that stuff. So, and Bret Hart was the one guy that it was the Shades, man. It was the Shades. That's the one that sticks out to me. So, but I tell you what, this was fun. This was definitely entertaining. Definitely, I don't know. I don't know how to say it. I mean, I was rooting for you. I was trying to be unbiased, but I was rooting for you all at the same time.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Yeah. Well, of
I
course.
bet you everybody. I bet you other people are rooting for everybody else too. It's all good.
They're supposed to root for the nicest Canadian, right? I mean, we've coined that term because you truly are. You are the nicest guy that we're ever going to meet from across the big border. I could say across the big pond. That's our Australian friends and New Zealanders, but you're across the big border, and I'll tell you what, this was a good race for you, man. I'm proud of you, man. This was cool.
Well, thank you. That was really fun. I was thinking about racing or not, but I know I missed one race that was Daytona, but that's okay. I will be right back up there soon or later.
You know, this is a good start to that, right? I mean, when it comes to points and it comes to finding your pace and finding your speed, I think this is a good car for you. I think looking ahead at some of the other tracks that we're going to have. I mean, we're at Texas. We're going to go to the Rollville next. You're decent on road courses as well, so this is an opportunity for you to find out where your race pace is and you're amongst your peers, and I think that's what's great about this one as well, because you're competitive everywhere, but this one's good. This one's going to be all about can you be there at the end, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know
Well,
what?
I made better than my other race last week
Yeah.
at Bristol. I
Hey,
think I was six laps down. I think.
Yeah. Well, that's Bristol.
I'm moving up slow.
we don't
Yeah,
count-
I'm
don't
moving
count
up
that.
slowly.
Hey, you were 2 points below the cutoff line coming into today's race. I think that changes
A lot.
a lot. I think it does. All right, brother. Well, congratulations on a P2 tonight. Tell your missus I say hello. Tell Ange and the Hogan family that we say hello, and tell little Frank we say hi. But Mr. Roberts, you give your shout outs. You're absolutely legendary, and you're forever going to be the legend here on Signature Esports.
Thank you. Big shout outs to eNascar Sports for broadcasting this week in, week out. Chop Shop guys, all the admins, and all the other people as big supports for everybody who watched this and all that stuff. And it's actually my wife's birthday tomorrow, so I've had to wish her happy birthday tomorrow. And then I will let Frank and the Hogan's family know for watching us and cheering me on.
Absolutely. Jen, happy birthday. I don't know if you can hear me. Hopefully you're hearing me. You tell her I said happy birthday as well, okay?
Oh, she will hear when she watches this broadcast.
All right, brother. You have a wonderful night, and we'll see you next week, okay?
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
That's Chris Roberts, the Roberts man, the man from Canada. He is the nicest guy you're ever going to meet, and we love him so very much. He finishes P2 tonight. Joe Hudson had a long, hard charge there at the very end. He comes home P3, and man, oh man, what momentum you had there at the end. It was you had a little bit of lap traffic to work through. I say lap traffic, a little bit of traffic to work through that were on older tires, and You were smooth sailing there at the end of that one. Walk me through it, and congrats on a P3 tonight.
Thank you. First off, thanks to Chop Shop for putting on the league. I mean, this is a real great accomplishment for to run 120 laps with one caution and strength of field of about 1800. I race a lot of leagues, and we have a lot higher strength of fields and have a whole lot more cautions than this. So great job by the entire field for the one natural caution. So it was a lot of fun. Um, that first stage, I was trying to save a little bit of tire and get up through there, and I passed John Hammond, and we got in the corner, and he got in the back of me a little bit, and I didn't think that much about it. But when we pitted there under the stage, I had about 10 seconds of damage, and I wasn't sure if it would affect the car, so I just sat there and got it fixed, and I fell back from about fifth to 14th, and the rest of the race was an uphill struggle. So just trying to get track position, so hard to pass. Everybody was doing such a good job controlling their cars, and uh, lap times were really really equal. Nobody was falling off. It's just a fun night. It was good, and happy to end up third.
This racetrack is so much about being able to roll lower in turn two. And that's the one thing that I pointed out very early on. If you can control being able to roll the bottom side of this racetrack, you save tire, but you're also going to have such a, it's not really an uphill drive off. It's a flat drive off whenever you get at a corner exit of turn two. And that's one of the key moments that I started seeing drivers like yourself and Tyler and a few other drivers that were just able to manage that momentum on the bottom of the corner, especially on the back straightaway.
Yeah, it's just very very easy to overdrive the corners here. This is not one of my favorite tracks because of turns one and two being so difficult and so technical. We were talking in the waiting room there, and I've been blessed in my life to race a lot of real life stock cars around the South here, and iRacing's as close to real as you can get to driving an actual race car. But you miss that seat of the field pants when you use the brake, and you have to use quite a bit of brake to one and two to slow it down. And you wouldn't think it would be fast, but it's like the more brake you use, faster your lap time is. So it's just it's just so easy to overdrive the corner, and the more you overdrive the corner, the more you eat that right front tire up. But everybody here tonight seemed to figure it out because I'm walking here on my fourth monitor, and everybody's lap times were all within a tenth, so nobody was really falling off. It was a great race, good, just a lot of fun.
Now, watching it from my perspective, just being able to, see everybody's, I'm not a windshield driver, right? So I'm a broadcast driver. That's the way I call it. So I have a tendency to, whenever I get in iRacing, I have a tendency to keep myself looking for what other drivers are doing, and this is how I get to analytically put things together for you guys. And the reason is because I get to watch when you lift into the corner, what your lift points are. And we know when you lift into the corner, flames shoot out of the exhaust. We see that. And then, the drive off because the car plants itself. So, the visual aspect and the visual cues are pretty, pretty, pretty well in there. But what if you were to say to anybody out there about what the simulator is going to feel like if they were to join tomorrow? This is we call it a beginner league or an intermediate. I'm going to call it an intermediate league because the strength of field 2400 and under, the I rating cap at 2400 and under, unless you were grandfathered in from a previous season. What would you say to somebody trying to get out there? I mean, cookie cutter racetracks or the mile and a half racetracks seemingly present a lot of cautions, but what would they have to anticipate when it comes to the feel? Because it's not an arcade game.
Well, it's, you know, just depending on your your desire or what your goal is. I mean, invest in some good equipment, a good set of, you know, a good wheel, good pedals, and race the track. I mean, you know, don't race the competitors as much as you just want to race the track. There at the end, I knew I had burnt my stuff up, but I realized that I was about 3 seconds ahead of fourth, and I wasn't going to get first or second unless they had something catastrophic happen, and I was going to screw up if I kept driving as hard. So, you know, it's just a little bit of experience in doing it, but uh, you know, it just takes practice like everything else. It's here, you know, it's a fine line coming off a two because you slow down, and then if you gas it up too early, it's going to get loose. And, you know, there's so many variables in this equipment, just smarter and smarter and smarter. Like, I have an AccuForce wheel, and it has a program, and you can go in and it'll take your 10 laps, your best 10 laps, and then it will automatically build you a steering profile off of that. So it the equipment is so sophisticated now, and that definitely speeds up your learning curve, but it also hits you in the wallet. So actually, we were talking, like I said, I've got more in this sim rig than I had in my very first race car that I bought back in 1987.
I tell you what, racing's expensive no matter what kind you do. This may be fake cars, but it's real racing. And, you know, I've got between the PC and everything else, I can understand thousands upon thousands of dollars into it. Plus, having to own all the tracks to call races, let alone, and I also get out there and race. So it's not like I let this go to the wayside anymore. But it's pretty awesome. So I'm ecstatic to see where this stuff goes forward. But I also want to preface that this simulator back from you know the days of I had it from the beginning, and I just lost the name. Starts with a P.
The papyrus,
Yeah, the
days.
papyrus system. Yeah. When the difference in then to now is 1,000 times different, and it's still insane, and there's still more to come. You know, NASCAR 25 is coming out, released by iRacing. I know, no doubt, we're going to be able to try to get into that and see where that's going to see if that's going to be even competitive with the NASCAR side of things here for iRacing. But I'm gonna say that I think that is only going to bring more things to the table when it comes to how iRacing runs.
Well, and the good thing about this league and the, you know, the low strength of the cap is, I think, what we've had this third or fourth race, and we've had different winners every week. I
Mhm.
mean, yeah, nothing. I race in a lot of the leagues, like pretty much every night, and, you know, kills off a lot of leagues. A lot of people start to fall out when the same guy wins every week. So everybody here's got a fighting chance, and it's a great concept. They've got just, you know, seem to like just the right amount of rules, and, you know, everybody's laid back. The competitors are all respectful. There's not a lot of drama. Like I said, it's like I said, it's crazy. I race with Sim 500 where our average strength of field is 3,500, and it's like, no knock on those guys because a lot of them are my friends, but the higher the I rating, the it seems like the bigger the ego. So these guys all just great, and it's fun, and uh, I'm ready to go again next week. I wish we had another 150 laps to go tonight because I don't. What am I going to do now? Go to bed?
Joe, you know, and that's one of the things that I'll say. And I get to, are you going to run Wednesdays?
Yes, sir. Is
Yeah.
that the Cup League?
No, it's the truck league. They're gonna run trucks on Wednesdays.
We have another league on Wednesday, but I've signed up for the Cup races
on
that
Friday.
start. I guess that's a Friday. Yes, sir.
Yeah. No, I meant Sim 500's Wednesday league. That's what I meant.
Yeah, I'm in there. I'm in. Joey Jatina that runs Sim 500 is one of my best friends. So
Yeah.
yeah, we
Well, I
we.
call Joey's races on Wednesday. That's why I want to get you 3 days.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be 3 days a week with you, which is awesome. I like that.
Awesome. Joey is a great guy, and
Oh yeah.
there's a bunch of good guys over there, but you'll see some pretty damn big egos over there.
Oh yeah. We know. We just finished up calling the Xfinity series for them, and we're gonna carry on and continue to do the truck series for Wesley, since Wesley's sponsoring that. So absolutely legendary.
You're not doing the are you doing the Independence 500?
No, no, they haven't asked me to. So
I
I
don't
don't
know
know.
who Joey got for that. Us 200 laps in the 87 car a week from Sunday at Daytona.
Whoa. Oh no, I wouldn't be able to do it. No, I've got a league on that day, so I wouldn't be able to do that. But hey, you know what? That's okay, because it's it's interesting to see how everybody's going to shake up what we're doing over the next couple of weeks, especially when it comes to. I mean, we've got a lot of special events for the 4th of July weekend. Just so many things happening. I'm honestly shocked to see that there aren't more people reaching out about special events too, because that normally happens about this time of year.
Yeah, well, my hat's off to you guys because I know what I've helped Joey out with some sponsorships to pay for broadcast, and what you guys charge. There is no way in hell I'd sit there and call a race for the little tad of money you guys asked for.
Yeah, it's not much. We try to be inexpensive, that's for sure. I mean, I try to be. I don't know
And
what I mean. I can't speak for everybody out there, because there are people out there that charge $100 a race, and I'm well below that, and I think that's
well,
important.
I usually go back to work the next day and watch the broadcast, and especially watching the Xfinity because I had a couple of decent runs in the Xfinity series, but you guys did a heck of a job. It was so exciting, and I know Joey's really pleased with you. So look forward to continuing that relationship on, and hopefully running a little better. But it's tough with those guys because they are they're tough.
Well, it's only going to get better.
But
Plus, you got Saturdays, and you're going to have the Cup Series coming up here for Chop Shop. So, two magnificent leagues that I get the chance to have my hands in the mix with.
Well, and I buy a lottery ticket every week, and if I win the lottery ticket, I'm going up to where's iRacing? Massachusetts, somewhere up
Massachusetts, yeah,
there.
yep.
Yeah, I'm taking about $1 million cash in there, and I'm gonna buy somebody off and say, okay, who in here wants $1 million to program my tires if they don't wear out, so I can kick some ass.
There you go. Oh man.
Somebody will take my money and give me a hack.
You'll
Just
be
once.
just
Just
once.
give me for a month. I'll do it just for a month, just so I can be good for a month.
I wonder how many people have probably offered something like that. It'd be awesome.
I have way too much free time on my hands. That's the kind of shit I dream about.
I understand. Joe, congratulations, man. Give the rest of your shout outs. P3 finished tonight. I look forward to seeing more
Hey,
racing from you, man.
appreciate you doing the league and everybody at the at Chop Shop, and having a race controller is a definite plus to these leagues, and it keeps everything down, the drama down, and I look forward to running the rest of the year and kicking off the Cup season with them. So hopefully hopefully we'll be getting interviewed some more, but maybe on the number one position.
I like it. I hope to see you. Joe, congratulations, brother. I appreciate you. We'll see you soon, okay?
Have a great weekend. Happy 4th.
You as well, Joe. That is Joe Hudson.
Thank you.
You too. P3 tonight for Joe. We love him. Absolutely awesome night of racing here for the Chop Shop Xfinity Series. I love getting to know people and seeing people and putting names to faces, or, well, voices to names, however you want to put it. And Joe had a phenomenal run at the end of that one. Kevin, I was going to be a top 3 car all night, and then he stayed out. He had to stay out. Most laps led at 51. I'm sorry I got that wrong, but it happens, and things like that do happen. But outside of that, folks, it was a pretty phenomenal race. We like seeing it. We like seeing these drivers dictate the pace and show up and show out. Tyler Lemon gets the victory here, though, becomes the 4th different winner in as many races here in the early going, folks. I want to thank you, YouTube. YouTube, I didn't even realize it. I usually check the numbers at the beginning of the week. But you guys got me above 2,000 followers for 2010, 2011, something like that, or subscribers on YouTube. Thank you so much, YouTube. Big W for YouTube. That's a goal that I've had since the beginning of all this. I don't know why 2,000 was the number, but it is a goal that I have accomplished, and I'm very, very pleased with it. Thank you very much, YouTube, for being out there and kicking butt and just being awesome. So thank you, YouTube. Next goal is 5,000. So we'll get there. We'll get there at some point. And when it does, I'll be just as humbled and just as awesome. What else? Twitch, you're amazing. Facebook, you're absolutely awesome. TikTok, thank you very much for being out there, everybody. We'll get more to it. It's going to be awesome. Taking It Up Farms LLC, Taking It Chopp'N Up Podcast. Again, make sure you check out Chopp'N Up Podcast on all your podcast platforms, especially on YouTube, youtube.com. Check all the links in the description, folks. Admin Box, Ball Status, B&B Music, Track Racer, all involved with Chop Shop. We love them. Thank you to Muscarella Enterprises, Lunatic Designs, and Chop Shop Racing for being on board with me. Y'all are amazing. And this race tonight was absolutely fantastic. Thank you, Budgie. You're amazing too. You keep being the budgiest of budginess. We'll see you soon, folks. Much love.